Hello and welcome to the Talk with Lara. Today joining me is a very special guest, and of course we're talking about none other than Garth Tiltman. Hello and a very warm welcome. How
Hi,
are
Lara.
you doing,
Thank
Garth?
you for having me.
It's a pleasure. Pleasure is mine. Garth, you are an entrepreneur in so many different ways and in every meaning of the word. Tell us a little bit more about your entrepreneurial journey, how it all began.
Well, Lara, it's actually quite a recent venture of mine. I've been a serial corporate expert for the last 20 years, working for the biggest multinationals in the world. So this is a new experience for me, taking the leverage of knowledge that I've known and transferring it into something of my own expertise to hopefully venture into what I think will be a scaled-up business in the future.
At the moment, the projects that you're working on are extremely interesting, and I think you've basically filled a huge gap that exists here in the Dubai market. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, I didn't want to be mainstream. I wanted to do something completely new, outside of the box, revolutionary, if you want to call it that. And the products that I do are fully innovative. I mean, they cross over between residential and commercial. They really touch all the industries, so there's no limitations to it. And I think it could be quite game-changing. The technologies that we have here are new to the market. They've never been seen before. And I'm looking forward to seeing who wants to tap into that venture with me.
Amazing. What are your future plans? What's in the pipeline? What's next for Garth?
Well, I want to continue to grow this business, continue to look for things that are different outside of, when we say the normality or the standard expectations, and continuously tap the change, the evolution of the business. So I will grow the business in terms of continuing to find innovative products like I have today.
Absolutely. How long have you been here in the region?
I've been here for 9 years now. I ventured from Italy. So I was based in Italy for 2.5 years, which is a beautiful experience. I came to Dubai, which is a very untouched market for me. But it's been hugely beneficial in the 9 years that I've been here. I've learned so much about what an evolving market is and the rate at which Dubai is evolving and developing every single day.
Absolutely. What do you think of this beautiful city, not on a professional level, but on a personal level? What does it mean to you? Now, I know that you're here with your family, your wife and kids. So what does Dubai mean to you?
Dubai is my family. I mean, my family was born, my first son was born in Italy, and my other two daughters were born, one in UAE, one in South Africa. But they know UAE as their home. You know, they've grown up here. They've known everything that they've grown and evolved, like I've grown in my business and my professional career. They've grown with me as a family. So this is their home, 100% their home, and we look to maintain it as our home for the future.
Wonderful. Being the entrepreneur that you are and having the knowledge, expertise, know-how over the so many years that you've had, what advice do you have for the entrepreneurs that are watching us at the moment? Anybody wanting to set up their own business? What would you say to them?
I would say start small, keep it lean. Don't invest too much of your personal capital in starting a business. Be efficient, think it through, and try and do something that is a little bit left field. Don't go mainstream. The market can be quite saturated. It's a very imported market, both in terms of expatriate type model and also versus the local inhabitant. So I would say have the same approach to your business. Try and keep it outside of what the status quo is. That way you'll always have a cutting edge and you'll thrive.
Thank you very much for sharing that advice with us, Garth. Now, moving on to Garth Tiltman on a personal level. When it comes to choosing your friends, what are the most important qualities that you look for in a friend?
Well, you know, leaving the corporate world and starting my own business, it's obviously a very sort of intimidating and scary point for any individual. The unknown is enormous. I would say I look for backing and support as the number one trait, but more than that is loyalty. If you stick with me, I'll stick with you through the highs and the lows, and I expect that not only in family, but also friends.
Beautiful. Now, we have Emirati Women's Day coming up just around the corner. What does that mean to you on a personal level?
Well, I think liberation is what I think. You know, we come from a market where women were not suppressed, but they were not exposed to as much opportunity as men in this region. And I think women in general, not just Emirati, but women in general, should be liberated. They should be, our company is actually owned by my wife. She's the founder and the CEO of our company, and I believe it represents what the company should go forward in terms of being innovative and different. So liberating women, giving them the same grounds which men have, I think levels the playing field for absolute success for all together.
I love that. Thank you very much for sharing your views on that. Now, moving on to the term success, the word success. What success means to you is different than what success means to me. We'd like to know what your definition of success is.
I think most people think success is derived from a monetary bank account. How big your bank account is in terms of value is what most people think success is. I don't. I think it's small wins day by day. You know, if you set small little tasks and you achieve the small milestones to grow towards the greater being of what you want to as a vision or a mission, I think that's what success is. Ticking each block in terms of what you set out to do, accomplishing it, whether it's a win or a failure, is still a milestone in terms of progression. So progression for me is success.
Wonderful. Garth Tiltman, it's been a true pleasure talking to you on
Thank you,
today's
Lara.
show. Thank you very much
It's a
for your
pleasure.
time.
Thank you.
The pleasure is mine. Wishing you continued growth and success in all your future ventures.
Thank you, as to you.
Thank you. Unfortunately, that's all we have time for on this episode with Garth Tiltman. It's been very interesting finding out more about his entrepreneurial journey as well as his future plans. My name is Lara, signing off. Until next time.